here with us we have 5 speakers from actually from Italy, and today they will be talking about actually how XR brings value to this kind of industry, to the training and education, and specifically how XR is changing training and education. So here we have Laura Iacovone.
Hi.
We have Valentina Trimani.
Hello, everyone.
Giovanni Bazzoni.
Hi, everyone.
It didn't show up on the screen. And we have Lorenzo Cappannari.
Hello.
And then Mauro Rubin.
Hello, everyone.
Right, I didn't make the introductions because I will leave them to you. So first one is Laura Iacovone, and I leave the stage to you. So brief introduction and 10 minutes to.
From now.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a second. Do you see it?
Yeah.
It's okay?
Yeah, good to go.
Okay. Good afternoon to everybody. The topic for First Forward Future Lab is about VR simulation and AI in health sector. The topic is for us the value creation of business training, and we would like to talk about our customer, Gruppo Aboca. Is a very important company in Italy, is a leader in nutritional sector, and we would like to explain our approach in VR, not only technology, but VR platform. So just a few words about us, what are the technologies that we use, our portfolio in that sector, and the user case, the name is from Practice System. It's a particular platform for the training system of Aboca, and in particular of the pharmacist, the customer of this company. And if you have time, some minutes, I would like to talk about the principal benefits of this platform. And just some words about our company. We managed to integrate different competence and different resource, like research, university research, neuroscience, marketing. And when I talk about marketing, I mean consumer behavior. That is very important to design the customer journey and inside our platform. So we talk about serious game in this case, and our platform are, let's see, interactive, but we wanted to realize a particular kind of advanced training focus on skills, so on competence of professional people in business company. So these are the technologies: virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, and AI. For us, it's not so important the specific technology. Important is to have an integration, the best technology for the objective of the company. So in every platform, we wanted to measure. We wanted to create value for companies. So we have in each platform a specific algorithm that explain how we manage to integrate the specific know-how of the specific sector and the technology itself. So we can demonstrate that some platform in training, in business training, can modify the behaviors of professionals to empower people in their activity. About our portfolio, sorry, advanced training solution, for us, are many kind of platform. I have no time to explain each of this platform, but we can see that the portfolio can offer very different solution in doctor system, in hospital system, and in this case we're talking about pharmacies, about the specific activity of pharmacists, talking about counseling, about how they care of the patient inside the store. These are our words, but it's not so important now. The very important topic is the user case. So I would like to explain what is AUGMENTED group. Just a few words. You can see some words in Italian, but AUGMENTED is not just Italian company. They sell their product in Europe and even in USA. So the AUGMENTED group is a company that have a natural production, but is not a company. I mean, they manage the whole supply chain, so they manage to be in contact with the customers, final customers. So they created a special network of pharmacies. The name is Apoteca Natura, and the platform that we have realized is for this customer. You can see the number of the actual pharmacies, but we are talking about even about Germany, about other countries in Europe, because the activity is developed in other countries. But it is just the beginning of the training system, and this is a platform that we can find it in an ecosystem. We can see in digital ecosystem of Apoteca Natura, we have training in the backend, but we have digital tools and communication on the other side. But we would like to explain why we are talking about training, because the principal object of objective of the company is to improve the quality of the service for the customer. So they want to improve and empower the pharmacist in the store. So it's not enough. Sorry, but I would like to
yeah, we have 3 minutes left.
Yes. Knowledge is not enough. The very important topic is competence. So to improve competence, we have realized this platform. I have a video, just 2 minutes, to understand what we are talking about.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno, come posso aiutarla?
Guardi, da qualche giorno ho mal di stomaco.
Da quanto tempo ne soffre?
Saranno 3 giorni.
Il suo dolore è lieve e comunque presente da pochi giorni, quindi potrebbe trattarsi di semplice dispepsia.
Va bene, allora la ringrazio, dottore. Arrivederci.
Mi raccomando, mi faccia sapere.
So, just the key points. What is the value added? The value creation of this platform is not what you see, the virtual contest. The very important thing is what you can measure, because measure means to improve people, to make them more, can understand critical points to develop themselves. Sorry, I finished. Thank you very much. I don't hear.
You don't
Fabio,
hear
we
me?
can hear
No.
you. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
No, I was saying right. Perfect. Right in time. Very interesting the point also on mentioning the difference between knowledge and competence, and then going through your solution. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Next, we have Valentina Trimani, and make a brief presentation about yourself, and then, well, stage all yours.
Thank you. Share my screen right away.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It works.
Excellent. So, my name is Valentina Trimani, and I probably have to move this a little bit like this. My name is Valentina Trimani, and I'm our director at ATT. Today I would like to talk to you about two projects that are very different from one another, as one is linked to the cultural heritage and is focusing around augmented reality, while the latter, Intesa San Paolo, is linked to the banking and insurance sector and is focusing on virtual reality. ETT is a large Italian company, lots of people, lots of projects, lots of clients, and what we do is we design virtual museums, immersive virtual reality and augmented reality experiences, apps and software solutions, and we do that across 6 different sectors that vary from tourism, cultural heritage, but also industrial processes and whatnot. You can check this all on our website. I'm making this really brief, just to go straight to the project. As I said, the two projects that I would like to talk to you about are indeed very different, couldn't be more different, but they're linked together by a common key. And that is the formula that we use that connects story and engagement. When we talk about story, yes? Okay. When I talk about story, I mean the effort that we put in supporting our clients in identifying and clarifying the unique message that they want to deliver. And engagement is our effort to deliver that message in a way that is engaging, that puts the visitor or the customer at the very center of our first-hand experience. I'm going to go straight into Cenacolo Vinciano, the Last Supper Museum. I don't know if everyone's familiar with it, but is a very unique museum, and for reasons that I'm not able to expand on today, visitors are only allowed 15 minutes on site. So there's a limited entry issues and preset visit times, etc. This is why we had to work on various tools that we'll look into later that enabled us to achieve the strategic step change that we were looking for, which is the shift from I have seen the artwork to I have understood the artwork. Having this very limited time for visitors to be in front of the artwork, we had to work with precision to create intuitive tools that would enable an in-depth study of the work also before the visit. We had to create a strong bond between the visitors and the museum by providing pre- and post-visit tools so that the visit does not begin when they enter the museum, so they come prepared, and the visit does not end when they leave the museum. I'm going really quickly here, but okay, so how we wanted our visitors to come prepared, so to have an understanding of Leonardo's world. We created stories and itineraries across Milan, so places that Leonardo visited or somehow are connected to Leonardo. We created a very intuitive UX and UI to make it extremely accessible for everyone. We also rendered available for the very first time the preparatory sketches, so you can see on the same interface, you can see the preparatory sketch and Leonardo da Vinci's painting. But mostly, we created tools for visitors to connect in a very direct way with the artwork once they were there. 8 languages, accessible itineraries, itineraries for families and kids, sure, but most of all, augmented reality. So augmented reality somehow enabled us to draw an additional layer on top of the painting of Leonardo, making accessible the hidden weave, the geometry that the whole painting is based on, and what contributes massively in making it revolutionary in the most authentic sense of the word. I would like to show you a very quick video that somehow explains what the augmented reality experience consists on. I have brutally cut it from a much longer video, so forgive me if it's not edited properly, but please enjoy. Yeah, as I said, brutally cut, but hopefully eloquent enough. So this is the application that we built, and as I said, interactive features, the traditional audio guide that you would obviously expect to find, but also a surprise that visitors do not expect. The augmented reality feature is extremely intuitive and really somehow knocks down all the barriers that are between the visitor and the artwork and reveals something that they have not seen before in the actual space they are supposed to see. So that's the first project, and we like to think that Leonardo would have been happy about this, being a maker and a forward thinker and always interested in pushing new technologies. Second project is completely different setting. As you can see, we are in the context of banking and insurance. Client is Banca Intesa San Paolo Assicura, and we worked on this project in collaboration with very famous Deloitte Digital. This is a space that you see is a space where visitors experience the importance of protection through the eyes of Intesa San Paolo Assicura, naturally, through first-hand experiences. So you see a number of different exhibits that are scattered around this space, and these different exhibits are composed of different experiences that involve holographic showcases, virtual reality technologies, interactive tables, NFC bracelets, and visitors are somehow checked in, so they receive a sort of space passport, and they go through the different displays collecting points. For us, designing the virtual experiences that are at the heart of this exhibition space is just as important as designing the setting that welcomes them. So we put a lot of effort in designing and producing these custom-made time capsules. The visitors enter, and then there they experience the virtual reality experience, sorry. I'm going to describe really quickly what happens in the various booths. So here, for instance, you travel from island to island using the equipment that you have selected for yourself. This is with HTC Vive. Everyone knows what it is, I'm sure. And depending on the equipment that you selected for yourself, you'll be able to keep your energy levels high. If you don't keep your energy levels high, then you're not going to be able to complete the tour of the island. So you can exit this experience with a good amount of points or not. You'll touch your NFC bracelet to the next interactive table and your scores will be recorded. The second experience takes you on a car race. Once again, you are asked to make choices constantly about what you want to do, how you want to behave, how fast you want to go. Everyone's linked, obviously, as I said, to insurance, to protection, to raise awareness on these issues. So once again, you collect your points, and there's also a chair that simulates direction changes and jumps. So truly an immersive experience. Last but not least, the Alien Village B&B, based with leveraging on the Oculus Rift, this one. Here you travel to a B&B on a different planet, and you're asked to take care of the place. And so you're once again asked to make choices constantly. There's going to be a storm, there's going to be all sorts of like unpredicted events, not necessarily very good. So once again, based on your choices, you collect your score, and ultimately you can experience a video wall where we have various very funny celebrities telling stories about what protection means to them, which is really nice. So this is it, and I would like to show you a promotional video that we worked on with Deloitte Digital that somehow gives a feeling of what the experience feels like, you know, all included. Enjoy. So I'm not sure how I'm doing with time, but
Finished.
Well then, thank you.
Yeah, you are actually you just took like 30 seconds more, so it's,
that's quite all right.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you did it. I would have like told you before, but you were. I saw already that you were at the end of the video, so that's fine. So this. Thank you for those projects. I see that the Lost Projects was like an intertwined kind of experience with various experiences coming one after the other. So pretty intense.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Thank you very much. Giovanni Bazzoni, now I guess it's your time, especially because Giovanni is here with us, but like we know it's quite early in the morning with him. So like special thanks for like being asleep.
Thanks a lot, Fabio. I'm Giovanni Bazzoni, president of Digital Tales. I founded the company 13 years ago, and Digital Tales develop games, e-learning tools, and anything in between, like training courses or application in augmented and virtual reality. We have a great experience in the luxury and fashion industry, focusing actually on retail. We usually help translate their training needs into digital solution and trying to support the process and product innovation for luxury brands. This case is related with the Bulgari brand and a product called Octo, which is a timepieces. Do you see my screen?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you see, very clear.
So, we receive a brief like this. We have to transmit to the experience on the watchmaking process and the complexity related to this timepiece. It's called finissimo. In Italian, it's the thinness. He won a lot of awards like the thinnest the timepieces in the world. It was very important for the customer to transmit, to feel the engagement of the people in the manufacturing side. The objective, the goal was to show the complexity of the process through this example, finissimo, and to make people speak about the timing and the operation related to the process of manufacturing in each key workshop, this timepiece. Devices and the target devices were PC, monitor touch, and virtual reality goggles. We proposed this solution. We don't think that in the retail, listing specs and feature make up a sales. Usually, everything in retail is related to what luxury brand call a selling ceremony, and they make a story. They sell a product, story making the product. So we propose an experience, try to balance factual and emotional content. Factual are usually data that they can speak to the mind of the sales advisor or the customer, and emotional speaks to the guts and the heart. And for us, was quite interesting to propose a virtual journey of the manufacturing experience, starting from the contest, the Watch Valley. It's there is an equivalent of the Silicon Valley in Switzerland, where more than 50% of the brands are located, and it's called Watch Valley. And we would like to enter inside the manufacturing and go inside these world thinness timepieces. And usually, this kind of timepieces are crafted with complication. They call it complication. And we would like to use a mix of 360-degree footage and virtual reality to generate this experience, this virtual journey. Of course, we have to convince the customer. So we explain that there is a perfect match with the Simon Sinek Golden Circle with our solution. People do not buy, basically people do not buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And virtual reality for us was a way to put the sales advisor, because this is a training for the sales advisor. So the sales advisor is the hero. You can experience in first person the manufacturing journey. At the same time, the external circle, the why circle, who attract, who believe what you believe, transmit, convey the passion of the people constantly in the Bulgari organization, keen, focused to innovate and disrupt the market. They play with advanced material, geometrical design, and they create a complication. In this case, it's called the Grand Sonnerie. And there are only 10 people in the world able to craft this kind of complication. And in this case, the people has 3 people inside this manufacturing site. And there are tons of components working together to play this chime. It's the Everest of the complication. the how, so understanding complexity for us was magnified by virtual reality, because the sales advisor were able to play, pause, look at a specific section of the timepieces, of course, with a degree of freedom that we have chosen as spline for the animation. But you can even stop the application and go in depth to have more details on each component. And the word, the last circle, it's of course related with the product, Octo, which is, by the way, tourbillon caliber with less than 2 millimeters of thickness. So we would like to show the beautiful city of Les Sentiers, and we are a pilot and a drone, bigger than my car probably, and we take a footage of the valley, and then the camera, the 360-degree camera was linked behind the drone. Then we move inside the building with a robot. We can have a dolly because the robot, it's animated and we can control it. And we go inside each manufacturing key workshop. And then we model the timepiece you see on the right. And in all the components you can have in 3D with texture and animation of each component, the gear transmission, the balance wheel, everything is realistic. They prove us even on the frequency of the balance wheel. And then we choose a third-person point of view for the sales advisor, so you can explore the animation of the timepieces. We tested the application on Monitor Touch. This is an example, and on Oculus Go as well. And then I'll try to show you, I hope, some.
You have the application. It's
Yeah. Do you see it?
Not really. I still see the
Probably
slide image.
Yeah, no, I have to share. Let's see if we are able to.
Right. Okay, now I see the Unity dialog.
Okay, perfect.
There we go. You are in app.
Okay, so in this case, you have the beautiful town of Les Sentiers in Switzerland. Okay, you can have subtitle in as many languages as you want. I jump directly in a key workshop. Everything is animated, of course. We can explore additional content related to this phase. As you can see, there is a dolly for the 360-degree camera. And then I can show you the virtual reality section. Of course, we take advantage in virtual reality of the sense of presence and immersion, which is, of course, higher in case of virtual reality glasses. And now you can see the chime, the complication of these timepieces, which is called the grand sonnerie. And the journey ends
We are almost time's up. So tell you.
Perfect. Okay. Just to finish my presentation, we discovered many benefits of this kind of application. First of all, no need to travel to the Watch Valley. It's cost saving. You can send the application, you can install it on a PC or on a VR goggles. The application is linked with a learning management system, so you can trace everything that sales advisor do inside the application, how many key workshop has visited, if he has answered correctly to an assessment. So you are able to measure the conversion rate of information into knowledge, which Laura explained us two different things. And we discovered that learner engagement grow a lot using virtual reality. It's related to your engagement, your stickiness to the contents, in this case, to this training content. And a tool like this can be used for training and selling purpose as well. Sales even tool. At the very end of the day, it's a sales or even tool. And we develop it in Unity engine, so it's a cross-platform, and you can use it as demonstrated now on my PC. That's all. Presentation is over.
Yeah, thank you. I think it was very nice to see a live demo on the talk, and you avoided the demo effect that crashes stuff and doesn't work. So it's pretty good that everything worked well. And also, like, interesting the points also that you're mentioning, that we're talking about VR, but also you are considering multi-platform, so you are also able to demonstrate easier the content also on, let's say, more traditional means, like through touch screens, or even to demo it in presentations. Very nice.
Thank you.
Next one, Mr. Lorenzo Capannari.
Hello.
I guess I leave directly the stage to you. So, brief presentation, and here we go. We have 10 minutes for you.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Lorenzo Capannari, CEO and co-founder of Another Reality. Today I will try to outline a couple of use cases by looking at how we work with our customers when we approach VR training. Just one slide about the company. We are interactive spatial studio based in Italy, in Milan. We work with usually international big customers, and we help them going virtual, both on the customer experience side and training and the operation side. So today we will focus on the second, on the latter, on the training and education part of our expertise. So the first question that we ask to the customer when they are coming to us for VR training and simulation scenario is, are you sure you really need it? Because most of the time they actually don't. And the point is very, very important, because the issue is not doing only proof of concepts, but real production scenarios. So to understand if they really need it, the first thing is to try to approach it from the use case side. So 90% of the use case of XR that we have been approaching that are actually useful are coming from one of those four categories. So either technical training, safety and security, people development, or HR onboarding. So we'll, the use cases that we'll look at today are coming from 1 and 2. So actually 1 is a 3D scenario developed for one of our customers called Olivetti. Olivetti is part of a Telecom Italia company. It's quite a famous brand here in Italy, and they used to do manufacture computers, and now they manufacture and sell multifunctional printers, among other products. So the training is 3D training to skill and reskill the workforce for the installation and maintenance of such printers. And this is obviously part of the first group, which is a technical training. And then we will go into another training, which is from the second group, which is safety. And it's a training developed for A2A, which is a utility company here in Italy. And they're using VR to create energy safety procedures, trainings, and to create a common ground, common procedures for all their Italian plants that they've been acquiring during the time. They all had different procedures, so they're trying to unify them in a way. So the first question is, do they really need it? If it's so, if the use case is matching one of the typical XR use cases scenarios, the second, big important point is to choose the right technology. So we are not trying to force a specific technology to the customer, but we're listening to the customer, listening to the use case, and try to understand which is the best. So this is a big instructional design work that is key in order to assess which VR technology we need to choose. So, for example, in this case, we will go through the use cases from two different points of view. The 3D real-time scenario that we created for Olivetti, and then 360 videos, interactive of course, that we created for A2A. So the Olivetti scenario is basically an installation and maintenance of multifunctional printers. As you can see from the screenshots, everything is being created in 3D. It's running on HTC Vive, and we chose 3D for several reasons. First is because there were a lot of manual procedures involved in the training. And second is because the 3D assets that we created were going to be needed in further scenarios. So as you know, the 3D is an asset that you can reuse much more than the video. So the target of the training was standardizing installation and maintenance procedures, and reduce installation timings and the calls at the call center, requiring assistance. Optimizing induction and training through the dispersed workforce that they have, because they are working with public administrations and they're installing loads and loads of these printers in several PA offices throughout Italy. So they have a very, very large workforce and dispersed, which is quite difficult to train. And as you know, train people on manual aspects like this is quite difficult from remote. So they need to come to the academy and do the training physically. They need it because after this, with VR, they don't need to move anymore. And then, of course, reduce defectives for a better, training quality. We don't have videos. I prefer not to put videos during the talk, but you can see some trailer videos on our website. The other use case is for this public utility Italian company, and it was a training on safety procedures. So the target of the customers was to redefine the standard procedures for all production plants of the company, since they've been going through quite a heavy M&A, merger and acquisition procedure, and they acquired several facilities from different companies, and they had people throughout the facilities that had different procedures, different way to approach the same problem. So they wanted to unify it, and they decided to go for virtual reality. First they asked for 3D, and we discussing with them, we decided that 3D was not the choice. 3D was not the technology of choice, and we rather went for the 360 interactive videos mounted on an Oculus Go simulation. We call it virtual video simulation. And we chose video because of the high complexity of the scenario that was not needed for a reuse. A lot of human interaction and paperwork involved, which comes much better in video rather than avatars, and relatively low amount of interactions required, because the procedure was also a lot of documental and paperwork-based procedure, not just manual. So we went for the 360 video. Also for this, there's no video in the talk, but you can go through the website. There is a demo video of this. And the last part is that make sure they will actually use it. So of course, training is actually important for the results of it. So every time we create, we enter in a new account, new customer, we go in deep dive with a questionnaire and make sure that the actual KPIs are matched in order to go forward with the development. So actually for Olivetti, the results were pretty good. We went from the use case to the business case. So we worked together with this Double Cone University to go through the business case analysis. And in fact, we found that after the training procedure was implemented, they had a reduction of 20% of incoming support calls at the call center. So which was a very, very, very good result for them that allowed them to reduce the personnel in the call center. And Olivetti opened the VR training centers throughout Italy, and they commissioned several other VR scenarios. That's the reason why also the 3D allowed us to reuse 3D of the printers. Whereas for A2A, we did a questionnaire as well. We did a test, and we carried the A/B test, traditional classroom versus VR enhanced classroom. We found that the operators trained in VR, they resulted in more or less 30% better when tested in VR. And the training sessions with VR were 3 times faster than traditional classrooms. So also on this side, customer was really happy because they could streamline their training operations and make sure that everyone had the procedures very clear in mind. And that's it. I hope I made it in my 10 minutes. Thank you.
Oh, well, you have 40 seconds left. So if you want to say hi and to thank. Oh,
no, I'm fine, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Lorenzo. It was very interesting cases, and nice to mention the difference to doing trainings between like 3D real time and 360 videos. That most like some people may still confuse them or think that VR is only unique, but there are different like techniques how to develop content. Then we have our last guest, who is Mauro Rubin. And Mauro, directly, I will leave the stage to you. And
okay.
Have fun.
Okay, can you see my presentation? Yes.
Yeah, yes. Very clear.
Okay, clear. Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Mauro Rubin, CEO and founder of JoinPad. So we provide the AR product for the industrial market. So basically we started in 2010, and in 2011 we created the first augmented reality solution for industrial purpose, and especially for maintenance, remote assistance, remote support in the training as well. So actually we provided just software, and we have several partners around the world, such as Samsung, Epson, LL Vision, and many others, which support us during the project. So actually we are based in Milan, is our HQ, but we have other 2 companies in the US and in China as well. So today, let's talk about our approach to simplify training. So we have 3 different ways to simplify the training. The following example are coming from those kind of companies, and we are working with those companies since 2010, so we have a lot of experience on this and in different fields. So from the oil and gas, telco, automotive, energy, and aviation as well. So the 3 ways are represented by 3 different tools. The first one is an augmented reality real-time collaborative tool. The second one is an AR remote support tool. And the third one is a kind of virtual assistant. So is an AI AR autonomous tool. Let's start from the first one. So what you are seeing this moment is augmented layout. Augmented layout allowed to the user to share with other people, other user, a 3D model, okay, and directly on his environment. So he can display the product info. He can display the real digital twin model, and the user can add notes, AR notes, AR drawing, many documents such as videos, image, and PDF, and share with the other colleagues in real time. So this helps a lot during particular situation where you have to train people on big machinery, for example. So you can't move people, or you can't move machinery as well. So there's impact on your process and simplify the process about this kind of training. The second approach is the remote support. We have our customer are using this tool to share the user field of view directly with remote teacher or remote expert, and usually this kind of application is used meanwhile the user is on training on the job experience. So, for example, during the COVID-19 crisis, a lot of companies needed this kind of application to share information to their customer or to their employee, to move forward the support to the customer, or improving the knowledge of the employee. So this specific application can work on with at least 2 users, of course, but you can add more and more user in real time. So in this way, we can share knowledge in a very quick way and without any kind of problem across all the world. The third approach is about the virtual assistants. So basically, first of all, we have a content management system where you can create in an easy way a step-by-step guide. Okay, in this way, what you are seeing is how to create just a simple step on an entire process about how to fix a problem. Okay, this kind of the stuff can be used autonomously by the user who can synchronize all the data directly on their local mobile device, and then they can use this kind of approach to recognize an object and get the relevant information about that, such as notes, documents, video, images, and of course a 3D object as well. From the same knowledge content, we can create even an installation approach. So what you are seeing this moment is a common table, and where a camera with an AI algorithm can recognize not just the object, but even the logic between more objects in real time. So this helps to the user to visualize directly using a projector, in this case, all the relevant information directly on his field of view, without tablet or smart glasses and smartphone. So, and the last approach is the smart glasses experience. So using a particular algorithm, we are able to recognize the context and recognize object classes in real time. So in this way, the user can be supported by the AI during the task. So this kind of application can work offline, of course, and in this way, the user is completely autonomous to learn how to fix a problem or understand a process. So that is our approach on augmented reality to simplify the training, and that is our results. So we can reduce, that is what our customers are used to say. So we can simplify the process from the 10 to 30% in terms of cost and reduction time. And that's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mauro. You even took one less minute that you could. And okay, I guess we made all the round table here, and we will be answering questions for I guess the next 5-6 minutes coming from the audience and directly live. So here we'll stop the recording and we go live.